Sales calls, running a business, trying to make money. Sales is the thing that I hate the most. So the question today for you guys is, do you have to be good at sales to be successful? Or can you still be successful even if you dislike the sales process? Now, first of all, I think you need to work out what is success, because I think it comes in many different forms. Like, is it to earn 10K a month? Is it to earn multiple thousands, even maybe up in the millions with your design agency? Or is it to have more of a lifestyle business and, have time freedom on your side? You need to work out what that looks like, because I think that will depend on how important being good at sales is for you. Now, for me, sales, I think I have a bad relationship with the terminology or even the process of sales, and I'll explain why in a minute. Now, a lot of the successful entrepreneurs that I've seen, certainly across the web within my space, maybe even on YouTube, people that are doing well, 9 times out of 10, they come from a sales-based background. And for me, that led me to believe that I would never be successful unless I was good at sales. And that isn't actually the case. Based on what I've just said, it would be easy to assume that you'd have to be good at sales. But I think over time, my mindset has changed. Originally, certainly when I got started with my business, I never came from a sales-based background, and I was naive to believe that because I was coming in as a web designer, that people would just want to work with me because I knew how to build a website and that they would want to buy it. But that's not the case. You actually have to not only go out and find customers and find the people that need what it is that you are offering to them, but you need to be able to communicate with them in a way that positions your business, your service, your solution as the solution to their problem. And that's exactly what my understanding of sales is now. Is a customer has a problem, you have the solution, and your job is just to explain to them why your solution is the right solution for them. And when you break it down like that, it's super simple. But still, for me, the terminology of sales, it made me feel sick. Even today, the thought of a sales call, I still feel a little bit uneasy about it. I don't enjoy them. And I think it's more, I don't enjoy them versus how much I enjoy the physical work of building and delivering a website and other elements of the business. So having not come from a sales-based background, not knowing how to get on the phone and speak to a potential customer and say the right things that was going to convince them to work with me, I did struggle in the early stages of my business. So I did have to figure out a way for me to learn how to sell. Now, I consider myself a different type of salesman. I'm not pushy, and it's kind of like you can either take it or leave it mentality. And I think that actually works for me. That I think me not having a sales-based background and using what in some circumstances could be outdated sales tactics that customers are just turned off to. I'd never developed those habits. So over the years, having got on more and more sales calls, there's two things I've learned. One is, if a customer comes to you, if they find you, it's actually it's a very different process to you reaching out to them and trying to cold sell them. A warm sell is always easier because you know that they need what it is that you're selling. And two, sales doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be scary. So if you hate sales, to answer this question quickly, you can still be successful, because I feel like that I've become successful even though I'm not great at sales. Yes, I am better than I was. Naturally, that just happens. The more sales calls that you get on, the more confidence that you build within, the more that you learn, the more opportunities you have to win rather than fail. And I've definitely had to change my mindset with sales, because, as I said, the term sales, the word sales, is what I think I had a bad relationship with. And every time I thought, oh God, I've got a sales call, I'd feel sick. Now, if I have a sales call, it still fills me with a little bit of anxiety, but it's a much easier process. And ultimately, I'm in a position now where I don't have to sell all the time. If a business doesn't want to work with us because they think that we're not a good fit or our service isn't a good fit, and vice versa, I'm not pushing hard for the sale. I'm not feeling super disappointed if I didn't get it. And I think that just comes with time. As your business grows, and again, as your confidence grows, you'll be in a position where you don't have to try and win over every single customer that comes through the gate. And you don't have to feel like you have to work with everyone. You don't have to say yes to the projects that maybe aren't a good fit for you. So you can turn them down. So that's kind of how I feel about sales. That's my experience with sales. It's been kind of a real bumpy road for me. And if you are interested, the way that I approach sales these days is I have a complete no pressure discovery call with anyone that reaches out to us that essentially just qualifies them. I ask them a few questions about their business, figure out what their challenges are, and that takes 10-15 minutes max. So I'm not even there to pitch them anything. I'm not there to sell them anything. I'm just behaving more like a doctor or a consultant where I'm trying to figure out what their problem is. And then I'll invite them to a second call if I feel like that they are a good fit and that I would be able to help them. The second call is more of the sales-based call, but still I frame this as more of a demo call, because once I have that information, once I've asked them the questions and I've figured out what problems they are having, this second call is more of me just saying, look, you have these problems. We can offer you X, Y, and Z by way of a website, by way of increasing your Google rankings, by way of maybe running some adverts. We can help you achieve your goal or get you closer to it. And while it's a demo, we can show them visually how we're able to do this. And we're also able to show them previous customers that we've worked with and got results for. So as time goes on, as you grow as a business, it's easier to do all of those things. And on each one of those calls, I'm not once feeling like I am selling. Aside from when it comes to the point where they're asking you how much it is and you give them a price, and then maybe there's a little bit of hesitation and you maybe loosely have to go back and just reiterate why you are a good fit for them and get them to believe and trust in you. That's kind of the only salesy bit that I feel like exists. And if you're comfortable to do that, then great. If you're not, maybe you can do that later down the line when you do build that confidence. But as I said, with more confidence, when you feel more confident to be able to do those things, that's when you're going to win more at sales. So I think if you want to have a multi-million pound, dollar web design business, marketing agency, however you want to label it, then you have to be good at sales. And I think you should put a lot of focus into sales. And at some point, you're probably going to have to build a sales team of some sort if you want to be reaching those super high numbers. And the best way to build a sales team is know how to train them and know sales yourself. But if you're looking for more of a kind of low-key lifestyle business, then I don't think you have to be great at sales. There are other ways that you can get business. You can win over customers via SMS. You can chat to them on Instagram. There are ways of doing it, and sure, you'll probably win less than you would if you were to pick up the phone, call them, get on a sales-based call. But if it's a lifestyle business, it doesn't matter if you're not winning every project, I would say. So yes, I hate sales. I do it because I have to within my business and I want to make money, but you can still certainly be successful within your business if you hate or are not very good or even are not even experienced within sales. You can still be successful, you can still learn, you can still develop, and you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. If you're someone that's like me that's struggled with sales, still struggling with sales, and you're kind of thinking, oh, I'm never going to be able to make it, I'm going to give up, I'm never going to be successful, I'm never going to be able to win clients or make money within my web design business, I just want to say that's not true. So let me know down in the comments, guys, is there any one of you that's still similar to me, hating the thought of sales, hating the thought of having to jump on a discovery call or a demo call or whatever call that you want to call it? Let me know. I'd be super interested to hear from you, because I know I'm not alone. I've been doing this for 4 years now, and I still feel like I have a bad relationship with sales, or a bad relationship with the terminology sales. So thanks for watching. I hope you find this valuable. There is another video coming up right now which you should find very valuable, so go and check that out. And that's it for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.